we're going to talk to you about comet and asteroid.
The first asteroid has been discovered by Giuseppe Piazzi in 1801. Named Ceres, this asteroid has a diameter of 900 kilometers. Among those listed, 400,000 have a diameter of 1 kilometer and more, and 26,000 have a diameter of over 200 kilometers. To date, there is two theories about their composition. The first one is that an asteroid it's a mix of ice and rock, and the second one is that asteroid has the same structure as Earth. First, we have the crust, and after we have the ice water, and in the middle we have the rock core.
A lot of asteroids revolve around the planet because they are attracted by their gravity. The rest of them create the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. Only the biggest one may divide to the asteroid belt to the Sun.
Further, we have the Kuiper belt that beyond the Neptune orbit and inside the Oort cloud, the birthplace of comets and asteroids. Before, scientists were thinking that asteroids and comets were created outside the solar system, but certain elements that they found into them could be only have created into high temperature. Is the reason why the new theory said that all comets and asteroids have been created into the solar system and after go away.
In the space, celestial objects have different names depending how far they are from Earth. When they strike Earth, they are called meteorites. When they pass the atmosphere, they are called meteors. Near the atmosphere, they change their name to become meteoroid. Farthest the blue planet, they are called comet or asteroid.
Due to their composition, scientists have regrouped asteroids in three categories. The first one, named the C-type, that represents 75% of them. They're really dark and they're composed by rock and carbon. The second one is the S-type, that represents 17% of them, and they're relatively shiny and they're composed by iron, nickel, and mixed with iron, silicate, and magnesium. The third one are considered by the raw one that represent 8% of them, and they're composed by iron, nickel, and little of silicate, but they're the brightest one. It exists several other types, but those are really rare, like the Vestas family. The Vestas family is in the internal part of the asteroid belt, and they are all under 10 kilometers in diameter. The most shiny of them named Kola and Peking. About their creation, scientists think that the Vestas family derived from the impact of an asteroid with Vesta that would have formed a huge crater close to its south pole.
First, their speed. Comets can go 3 times faster than asteroids do, so in only a month, they can leave from the asteroid belt near Jupiter to the Earth. Second, the impact to Earth. Even if 95% that stars that hit Earth are asteroid, comet remain a treat. The chance an asteroid or a comet falls to Earth is smaller than getting hit by a car or a lightning. Third, their composition. Their composition, which may be similar to those of asteroids, but comets are less concentrated. Comets include an essential part of ice. Fourth, their orbit. Cometary orbits leave them beyond Jupiter with any inclination and a very great eccentricity. Also, asteroids tend to have more shorter and circular orbit. Comets tend to have extended and elongated orbit, which often exceed 50,000 astronomical units. Fifth, their degradation. Comets, when they come closer to the Sun, they lose material because some of their ice melts and vaporizes. Asteroids typically remain solid even when near the Sun. Fifth, tails. Comets have tails always away from the Sun, when asteroids generally don't. When we searched for our project, we found a beautiful video that showed us how to create an asteroid and the reaction that it has with the Sun.
Now, did you heard about the new end of the world, that an asteroid can hit the Earth in 14 years? In fact, Apophis, one of the smaller asteroids who deflected the belt, has significant probability of collision with Earth April 30, 2029. However, newer observations have further clarified its trajectory and ruled out the possibility of a collision in 2029. Until now, Apophis is expected to increase to 30,000 kilometers of Earth. But no calculations have been made, and it appears that the collision could occur rather in 2036. But don't be afraid, because it's still too early to reach conclusions. Indeed, if it's only about 500 years that an asteroid hit Earth, it's due to Jupiter. The gas giant, which has 300 times the mass of Earth and has considerable gravitational force, has a very strong influence on all the small bodies which approach it. Some astronomers have suggested that Jupiter protects the Earth from billions of years of impact risk by sending outside the solar system comets or asteroids that will otherwise have crossed the path of the blue planet. In other words, Jupiter would act as a shield. However, according to the British researcher Jonathan Horner of the European Society of Planetary Sciences, Earth would not receive more comets without Jupiter than with Jupiter. So, to prove his theory, Horner and his colleague created a simulation allowing them to calculate how many comets come hit Earth if Jupiter was not there or was just less massive. So, the result is that with a gas planet of Saturn's size, about a third of the mass of Jupiter, the Earth would be more bombed. However, when we're removing Jupiter, the situation is the same as the planet as it is actually. In conclusion, this paradox is explained by the fact that Jupiter is in two stages now. First, its gravity attracts comets in remote of the region of the solar system, and on the other part, it expels them away from the path of the Earth. So, the only condition is, if the mass of an asteroid is inadequate, the largest planet attracts them without being able to divert their course, and the danger increases for Earth. Imagine if an asteroid could strike the Earth tomorrow. It would be powerful than all nuclear bombs put together in one bomb.
When we searched for our project, we found a beautiful scientist that inspired us. His name is John Simpson Lewis, and he is born in June 27 in 1941. He is a professor emeritus of planetary science at the University of Arizona's Lunar and Planetary Laboratory. Lewis received his Bachelor of Science in Chemistry from Princeton University in 1962 as a National Men's Scholar. He then continued his education at Dartmouth College, receiving his master's in inorganic chemistry in 1964. He received his doctorate in geochemistry and cosmochemistry from the University of California, San Diego in 1968. An expert on the composition and chemistry of asteroids and comets, Lewis has written such popular science books as Reign of Iron and Ice and Meaning the Skies, Untold Riches from the Asteroid, Comet, and Planet. Lewis is a frequent commentator on the Chinese network CCTV when China broadcasts its major missions live. He was a member of the board of directors of American Rocket Company and he is currently chief science at Deep Space Industry. In February 2013, Dr. Lewis will assume the role of chief scientist from the firm Deep Space Industries. Dr. Lewis will focus on strategic planning, mission development, and processing concepts for deep space. Asteroids allow us to rape large quantities of water, metal, and ice. He also had the idea to plunge electrodes in the asteroid to extract ash, dirt, and odor, which would serve as the propulsion element to bring rocket back to Earth. He also talked about extracting water in asteroid and bring it to Earth. It would give to the population a new source of drinking water. It would represent hope to save our planet and our ecosystem. Also, with this unexpected water, we could do hydropower and have a new source of electricity. We could also place around the Earth a lot of solar panels to bring a new source of electricity, and it would be a clean energy. It would also be profitable to all the citizens that live on Earth because they could buy electricity at low prices. I hope you learned a lot of things about asteroids and comets and that you love our presentation.
Thank you for watching, and I hope that we push your mind to learn more about this subject.